Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Hold on. That's on loop.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody this morning? It is the Morning Tea Radio Show where we utilize this platform for businesses, entrepreneurs, those who are wanting to enlarge their networking territory. So if you are here with us, do us a favor, share the live, comment below, tag somebody. Today's gonna be an interesting day today. Nice.
Yes, man.
Get your life in order.
Man,
get your life in order.
For some reason, you know what? When I be clicking on live, it be other stuff be popping up for some reason. I don't know why it's doing that.
I don't know either. But check this out. Check this out, y'all. We've had a very interesting morning.
Yeah.
We've had a very interesting morning on the Morning Tea Radio Show. Nice. First, let's get into the weekend. What up? What happened this weekend?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm lost right now.
Get your mind together. Get your mind together.
You already know when we pulled up, it was stuff going on outside. I kind of blew my mind.
Yeah. Well, we gonna get to the outside. We gonna get to the outside. So what?
God is God. All I can say is God is good.
God is good.
Man.
God is good.
Jesus.
Let me tell y'all. So I guess we gonna skip right into this morning before we get into so we pull up. Nice gets out and starts looking at his vehicle. I'm like, what is going on with him?
Man.
He didn't almost hit some dogs this morning.
The dogs almost ran into my car.
The dogs almost ran into the car.
Yeah.
And then what did we witness on this morning?
So I passed the dogs.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I think the guy in the other lane hit the dog.
Yeah.
It was two dogs.
It was two dogs.
So the next thing you know, the other guy pulled over and he get out of his car and start fixing his light. I think he hit the dog.
Yeah.
And so out of nowhere, another dude came up and was running towards him with a stick.
Yeah.
So he started hitting the dude with the stick.
Hitting the dude with this. You hit my dogs. You hit my dogs.
Man.
So listen. So we are sitting outside witnessing a grown man running around his car. He running around his car because he got like a switch in his hand. You know how your grandma used to run after you with the stick, with the switch. He running around his car.
Hey.
Yeah, and the dude keeps saying, "You hit my dogs. You hit my dogs." So we literally, Nice, the nosy neighbor. He up there. I'm like,
trying to see.
He trying to see what's going on, and I'm telling him, I don't want to be an innocent bystander, and I actually get shot because they shooting behind some dogs, and he is straight ignoring me, trying to pay attention. If I had the key, I would have left him outside.
Damn, I would have been out there.
Yeah, because you want to be the nosy neighbor. I ain't got time to be trying to sit up here and they shoot behind some dogs.
I'm gonna say this here. It's funny how I was talking to you and I was saying how that man got up this morning.
Yeah.
And didn't expect none of this. The Hispanic guy. Didn't expect none of this because I'm pretty sure he didn't get up and say, "Hey, I'm going out to try to
shoot.
Hit some dogs. Hit a dog." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I can understand the emotions behind the guy who owned the dog.
Right.
But both of their lives is different.
Yeah, because of this morning.
Because of this morning, you know.
But as I told Nice, he wouldn't have made it today. He thought his dogs would have died today.
Man,
you cannot run and hit somebody with a stick, chasing them with a stick, because your dogs got out, ran across the street, and they got accidentally hit.
Yeah, and it was an accident because I almost hit one.
Yeah. It was a rough morning. It's a rough morning for both of them on this morning. Because
man, I pray that they both get past this morning because I understand the Hispanic guy was very scared.
He was terrified.
He was terrified.
He was terrified.
And the black dude is going, I guess it's the emotional thing, but he should have had his dogs on the leash.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the number one thing. He should have had his dogs on the leash. So God willing, they both okay. I seen the police out there.
Yeah,
so maybe
the police. Listen, the police would have had to be out there.
Yeah,
because he wouldn't. He listen. Let me tell you
gangster.
one thing you're not gonna do. It was an accident.
Yeah,
and I understand in the heat of the moment that you upset.
Yeah,
but if I would have got him, the man took the man's keys and got in his car.
Yeah, he got in his car. Took
the guy who was chasing the dog. I mean, the man who hit the dog got in his car and told him, "You're not leaving today. No, you not leaving today. Man. You gonna be on the ground like your dogs if you don't get out the way." Because he wouldn't have made it home today. He wouldn't have made it home. But anyway, so that was interesting what happened on the Morning Tea Radio Show. So y'all, give Nice a little moment. He a little shooken up.
Nah, man, because I seen how serious it was. Yeah, somebody could lose their life.
Absolutely.
So, but
also you got to be responsible
for what your
if you would have lost your life today, you put your own self in that position because you're running around hitting this man with a stick behind him, accidentally hitting your dogs. Like it was something crazy. But anyway, if this is the first time tuning into the Morning Tea Radio Show, we utilize this platform, businesses, entrepreneurs, those who are wanting to grow and enlarge their network and territory. We also have Morning Tea topics when we talk about things that happen each and every day. It could be an experience that I've experienced. It could be nice experience. Yeah. It could be something that somebody else experienced. Or if you have not experienced what we talk about, I always say, keep on living because you never know when that experience will knock on your door. And we give different perspectives. Yeah. Definitely. We give our own opinions. We give our own situations, our journeys, our life stories. And then we get the information from the people.
Yeah, for sure.
I got an interesting Morning Tea letter today.
A
Morning Tea letter. However, let's give a weekend recap. So I went to Dallas, Texas.
Oh, you were shining.
Weekend. I went to Dallas. So shout out to Rebecca Davis. She was on the show a couple of weeks ago. She had her To Whom Much Is Given empowerment brunch that took place on Saturday. So it was pretty exciting. So shout out to her. That was her first annual. We had a good time. We had some people that traveled from Houston all the way to Dallas, to D-Town, as they say. We had a really good time on this weekend.
What? I ain't gonna lie. Y'all was looking good out there.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Y'all was looking like,
we showed up.
Y'all was looking like, dang, I should have been there.
It was there. We had a really good time. We had boots on the ground. We took our fans out.
Yeah. All in the fans, boy.
Woo, yeah, I told them about what you said about the people thinking that it was people who shooting in the club.
Man,
the man say, stop letting the women bring the fans in the festivities.
Man, nah, bring the fans. Y'all.
No,
y'all
I'm talking about somebody else on Facebook. Said stop because people start thinking they shooting and ducking and ducking.
Man, look, but y'all was doing y'all thing.
Yes. We had a good time. Also, on last week, I was able to do, on behalf of Dr. Jenny Bennett, who I love so dearly, we had a breast cancer fashion show at the Junior League that was benefiting the organization Reconstruction of a Survivor. So we had some breast cancer survivors that modeled. We had some professional models. So shout out to her daughter, Melissa Griggs, who put it on. And I was actually her right hand preparing for the show. And then as well as Demola, the violinist, was there. So we had a really, really, really good time. That was last week. So it was a busy week, Nice.
Right.
It was a busy week.
Right.
However, the rodeo, Black Heritage Night was Friday.
Right.
What you think about the lineup that he had this year, that Bun had?
I think we made love and then went to church. and then got a little,
and then we got a little rap, a little hip hop.
Yeah, we got a little hip hop.
Let me tell y'all something about T.I. though. T.I.
don't kill it
every time.
Yeah, T.I. gonna kill it.
If I knew T.I. was gonna be in the building, I would have brought me a ticket.
Yeah,
I would have left Saturday morning.
Because all he got to do is do he just do that. He do one album.
With motivation.
Yeah, I'm Urban Legend.
Urban Legend.
Yeah.
Urban Legend.
He do that one. He do one album.
Yeah.
He gonna kill it with that.
I mean, that was the whole show for me.
Yeah,
that was the whole show for me. I don't know. I don't even know who else was there at this time. But I would say this: shout out to Yolanda Adams, who did a tribute to our Congressman Sylvester Turner,
right,
as well as our Congresswoman Sheila Jackson
right,
Lee. That was a tribute to them,
right.
so which was amazing. So I don't know if that was one of the reasons why she was there anyway for Sheila, and then
I can
event.
understand the lineup. I can understand because what happens is Bun was smart enough to touch everybody.
Yeah, for
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? He was smart enough to do a lineup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That touched the people that came as a couple, to touch the people that mourning.
Right.
And then also gave something for the younger people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shout out to Bun for putting it together.
For the culture. Shout out to him for the culture, because if we can be honest, the last 3 years we've had so many different entertainers that he's brought for Black Heritage Night.
Right.
So shout out to him for just representing the culture, though.
But if you read the lineup, you like, man,
yeah, it was a little different this year.
If you read the lineup, it's just like, wow, man.
How did you mesh that together?
They be talking about iPads.
Yeah. But there were a lot of people who enjoyed it, but there was also a lot of people who were mentioning, of course,
you
can't. Everybody is not gonna get it. Somebody is always gonna say something.
Yeah.
However, he's given a lot of entertainers. If you read between the lines, if you look at the blessing of the culture, he's also given the entertainers a platform that they probably will never see.
Yeah. And then we got a shout out to it's Black History Month.
Yeah.
And then he's a Black man that's able to do something big.
Yeah, on that platform.
Yeah, so
that's what I said. Like a lot of people.
We can look at it different ways,
right? If you look at it, some of those people that have been on that stage have never performed with that many people.
Right.
So that's historical. And then, as I was sharing yesterday with the client, the rodeo is a big thing. Man. And a lot of us that are outside of Houston did not know about Black Heritage Night when it came to the rodeo. So it's bringing exposure. I saw a lot of entertainers here this weekend. So it's bringing a lot of exposure, even if it's not the rodeo. There are also Houston businesses that are being expanded because of our Black Heritage Weekend.
Yeah, the people that come in and
so I mean, there's a lot of perspectives that you can look at it, but shout out to Bun, shout out to everybody who represented, because again, this is a purposed event. This is for scholarships for students to be able to go to college.
Yeah, me and a younger guy, we had a conversation based on him not bringing up and coming artists to the stage as far as hip hop artists. Why wouldn't he bring hip hop artists? And I had to listen to get a perspective from a younger person's view, and then he understood my perspective. Okay, again, if you look on social media, it was a big fight.
Yeah,
it was a big fight.
Yeah.
So those things are some of the things that you want to try to avoid, because you do have, if you throw a hip hop concert, let's keep it 100 done.
Yeah.
If you throw a hip hop concert, 9 times out of 10, there's going to be some type of issues.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And let's keep it 100. You know?
But you know what? In the previous years, there hadn't been any issues. But it depends on, I think it depends on the demographics of what entertainer you're bringing. He brought a younger entertainer this time. So then you have a younger crowd that's going to attend. Most of the years prior to this, it was older, the older generations. Even though it was hip hop, it was the older generation hip hop. So you really didn't have that many young people that attended. But anyway, and there's some things that happened during the other folks too, because I did see a fight with the other cultures. That was so it's just something is gonna happen.
We people and things are just gonna happen out of nature. You know what I'm saying? So, but
shout out to everybody.
Shout out to the rodeo.
Yeah, shout out to the rodeo and Bun for definitely representing the culture. Shout out to everybody who's on the live. Do us a favor, share, tag somebody, tag one person that you would love to hear the conversation on today. I got an interesting conversation, being that I thought we was gonna have Rick here with us to have a conversation, but we're still gonna have it. We're still gonna have it.
Sure.
But I got a morning tea letter, so we're gonna go into this commercial break, and then when we come back, I got an interesting morning tea letter about crossing the line in friendships. So you guys make sure that you keep it locked right here on gmtradio.com, 90.3 GMT, or catch us on my Facebook, YouTube. We'll be right back with the morning tea letter.
Here at T&D Tax Service LLC, We offer a full service of business from tax preparation, tax planning, business bookkeeping, business coaching, company setup, payroll, and money management, along with credit restoration. We are highly trained with proven ability to communicate well with diverse groups, individuals, corporations, and small businesses. We will get the job done. Contact us today at 281-856-6568, or we can also be reached at any social media. If you're starting a business, we can help you get the job done. At TND Tax Service, our motto is, when you start off right, you end up right.
All right, we are back live in the studio, GMT Radio, the Morning Tea Radio Show. Nice. I forgot to talk about last week the social media when we talked about social media last week. Remember, we had the couple that had the letter, the Morning Tea letter of the husband wants the wife to be in tune with him as he's scrolling. He's scrolling. And we had that conversation, as well as insecurities, which was a very good conversation. The Morning Tea topic was about insecurities on last week. That was good.
Definitely was good. I mean, I went home and we had conversations.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. So that's so y'all tell us what's up, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the live, comment. Good morning. All right, we got a Morning Tea letter, and I want to get all of your perspectives when it comes to the Morning Tea letter. Shout out to Takia Scott, who is on the live as well. So here, y'all. Dear Morning Tea, I've been dating my boyfriend for a while, and lately I feel like he's hiding something when it comes to certain female relationships. There's one woman in particular that doesn't sit right. He claims she's married, but I have my doubts. I see them comment on each other's posts, and she even talks about cooking for him. The biggest red flag, she been to the house, and I only found out after the fact. I trust him, but I don't trust her intentions. As a married woman, why is she invested in my man? It's given flirty behavior, and I feel like there should be clear boundaries. If I find out he's lied, I'm afraid my trust in him will be shattered, and that's not something I can overlook. Why do men play dumb when a woman is obviously making her way into their space? How do I address this without turning it into a "you don't trust me" argument? I don't want to accuse, but I do want to clarify, and clarity and honesty. Signed, Concerned Girl.
Okay. So let me start off by saying
you was waiting on that. You was waiting on that.
First of all, if you feel like it's red flags, you should be able to discuss that with your husband.
You should.
And vice versa. And just because we talking about it, don't mean that it's an argument. I think that every time somebody brings something to somebody, and they talk be an
argument.
You automatically assume that it's an argument.
But I think it's a defense mechanism.
But hold on, because see that when we start talking like that, then we defending that defense mechanism. I'm just saying straight up, no defense, none of that. Every time somebody come and talk to you about you or tell you something about you, that don't mean that it's an argument. That don't mean that person's coming.
It's just a communication, and you shouldn't be scared to have the conversation,
the talk.
Okay, so beyond the talk in the situation,
you
being a man, she's speaking of her man, how do you, or her question was, why do men play dumb when a woman is obviously making her way into their space?
First of all, I know me as a man, I'm going to truly do everything not to put myself in that situation. Because I know flesh and me, we will get weak. You understand what I'm saying?
But here's the thing though. I respect your transparency. My thing is you're feeding into it, even if it's not going to happen, because something, I think you said it's not going to happen, or you said something. It's the fact that you're allowing this. First of all, you should protect the house in your relationship first. Ain't no woman should be talking about she cooking for you and you saying, that to me, that's disrespectful. It's disrespectful because you don't allow another woman to feel like and even if it's entertainment on social media, don't do that. Like, because if I said, if a dude, I almost said something, if a dude said they wanted to cook for me or they was cooking or whatever, and I said, "Oh, I like that, let me have some," and they say, "I'm gonna make you some," it's gonna be a whole situation. It's gonna be a whole situation. And my thing is, I think for some men, it's okay. Some men feel like it's okay, even though it don't happen. No, that's not okay.
I'm gonna keep it 100. And I'm speaking for myself as a man. If you cooking for me, I just think that that's gonna open up.
Or even if you're entertaining it, though.
You talking about me entertaining?
I'm saying if somebody, if it's something, let's just say somebody posts something and it looks good, and you say, "Ooh, that looks good," and the lady says, "Okay, I'm gonna make you some," and you respond to that. To me, that's leading to believe, like, you got a whole woman. And if you take an inch, to me, that as a woman, and you married, let's say that you married, why are you opening up the door to cook for another man? Like it doesn't make sense. And you okay with it. The man is okay. It's just certain boundaries, as you knowing that woman has a husband. You shouldn't entertain the fact of her wanting to cook for you, period.
And then that's okay. So I hear what you're saying. Like, I hear what you're saying. I hear everything. So give me a chance just to
I'm listening.
Cover everything as a man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I want. I want from perspective.
So first and foremost, the respect thing that you said, it's about respect and boundaries.
Right.
And
right.
boundaries.
Right.
So me, I wouldn't want another woman to cook for me.
Right.
Because I know that that's disrespect. Because I know that my wife likes to cook.
Right.
So I'm gonna let her do all the cooking.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you want to cook and you want to cook for us,
right,
I'm gonna let you talk to my wife.
Yeah.
Not talk to me.
Right.
I'm gonna let you and her discuss whatever
it is.
It's just
a respect thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you and her discuss whatever it is that y'all want to cook. And I don't need to be a part of none of that conversation.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And then when it's time to eat, I'm gonna let her plan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let her plan it
because it's a respect factor.
I'm gonna let her do all of that. Not that I'm scared, not that I'm none of that. Because again, if the shoe was on the other foot,
that's the thing.
On the other foot,
because let's be clear.
I'm gonna look at the
shoe can be on the other foot.
And I'm just looking at it and I'm saying, okay, well, shoot, I wouldn't want you to do me because I wouldn't want to feel that because your reaction, I think women are a lot stronger emotionally when it comes to responding to those type of things. Because men, we gonna look at it as you must be effing that dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So here's my thing. And I think, and this is in my previous marriage, one of the things that we had for sure was boundaries with friendships or whatever.
Yeah.
And our motto was, we're going to protect us first and not allow anything to be made out of something that may not even be anything.
Right.
So I'm not going to entertain anything to lead the other person to believe that they have that window.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the line. No,
yeah.
I'm not going to entertain you cooking for me.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to do it on social media because in your mind, to me, that's disrespectful to your significant to allow them to even feel like they can do that. Like it's just certain things. And I have witnessed that men are quick to say, it ain't like that. It ain't like that. She just my friend. No, because if the tables was reversed, it would be something totally different.
Yeah.
So it's certain things that I get stuff all the time on social media, comments, people saying certain things. However, I'm not going to entertain that because I'm not going to allow a window for my significant to feel disrespected.
Right. Now, let me play devil's advocate just for a second. Okay. So I'm gonna put my foot in them shoes. Now, if I've been coming to you, this the flip side of that.
I'm listening.
If I've been coming to you and I say, baby, you cook something, and you go, you on your own, you fend for yourself. Okay, cool. And then I come to you, and this is not justifying it.
Yeah,
I'm just
giving a different perspective.
Yeah, I'm giving a different perspective. And I come to you on Saturday. Hey, baby, I plan for us to go and do something, or I'm a cook. And you say, well, I'm gonna go hang out or whatever. I'm really not in the mood for that. Then I come back again and I say, hey, you cook. And so that person, that man might be in a position where he just feel like he want to feel like I don't want to say special, but feel like special.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's fulfilling the void. Fulfilling the void. He want a void fulfilled. Because I don't want to say feel special, because that might not make him feel special. That might just be filling a void. Because when I was younger, I honestly went through that, where I had a situation where a female would cook. You know what I'm saying? And I would go and eat. You understand what I'm saying? And then whatever happened, if anything happened, I didn't go there for the intentions of
but it led to something because it goes back to the original void. However, my thing is this: has it been communicated to the significant that's part of the relationship that you're missing? And sometimes it very well is. Here's my motto on that. And I'm being open, honest, and transparent. If it gets to a point that you have to go outside, just go outside.
Right.
Like I don't have but listen, I'm saying if we've communicated about it and your reason for doing what you're doing is valid. I know my part.
Right.
I can say today there were some things in my marriage that I see now that led to other things.
Right.
I didn't see it then, but I see it now. However, I can take responsibility for the things that I didn't do, but also you have to take responsibility what it leads to when it comes to our relationship.
Okay, so on that part right there, I was told this, and shout out to Chris Bryant. She told me something that was so profound, and it turned a light on in my head based off of what you just said. If you able to get it while you still in it, fix
it. You mean get whatever the situation is?
Because you said I got it after.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got it afterwards. So you wasn't able to fix it.
Yeah.
So my whole thing is if your significant other is coming to you and telling you certain things, if we go back to last week when I was saying if we just listen, we have the opportunity to fix it while we in it. You understand?
I get it.
And because I get I get what you saying. But if a person is coming to you and telling you certain things about things that person like, it could be you, it could be on either shoe. And this is what I like. This is what draws me to you. You don't do these things anymore. And somebody else offer that outside, it may not be. And I'm not justifying, because me, again, regardless of what we're going through, I don't want to put myself in that situation, because I know that could
lead to something. It could. And the thing, but here's my, and I get what you're saying. However, there is, I believe that one of the biggest issues is communication, because in our situation, it wasn't expressed what it was, right? So because it wasn't expressed, and let me put this disclaimer out. This wasn't the reason why we divorced. It's just certain things that I realized afterwards that I could have done in communication. But here's the thing too. It was a two-way street when it came to the communication aspect. But back to the original, boundaries has to be set when it comes to the opposite sex and friendship. There's some things that I think twice about in my mind, that if I do this or I say this person may get the interpretation that I'm flirting back with them. Or I'm being receptive of the things that they're saying. I get so many inbox messages that I don't even respond to, because one, I don't need to. And then two, I don't even want to go into another conversation with you that's going to lead to something else. And with what she said, she don't even know. So apparently she ain't even met the woman, because she don't know if the woman is really married or not. So you got this friend that your significant other has never met, or your wife or whomever has never met. And y'all communicating, showing up on social media, saying certain things to each other, but you got a whole significant.
Nah, I wouldn't. Now, for me, again, I'm speaking for me, but then I'm trying to go to different perspectives, because it's always another way to look at things. It's always another way to look at things. And then you were saying, well, you didn't express it. Okay, when you say that, I'm gonna say this. People express things in different ways. To you, it might not have been expressed, but it might have been expressed. You just didn't catch it. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Not for me.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Well, it's okay. I hear you. So
Right.
I'm gonna say, because quietness might be my way of expressing that I'm hurt. No, just feel
I'm listening, but based on what you said previously about I am, but you being silent, that's like last week.
It's not a but.
When you said
it's not
you
a but.
hurt my feelings and then you went off by yourself.
But you're not listening to me.
I am.
Okay, hold on. I'm not saying me, I'm saying people have different way of expressing things. And some people get quiet, and that's how they express they hurt. Some people get loud. That's how you have to know your mate. You have
how I'm supposed to figure out the hurt part if you quiet.
Let me finish. It's not for you to figure it out. It's to understand that, okay, he's silent. So that's his way of showing. Now, I understand that that's his way of showing that he's hurt. So now we talk about it. Of course, we can't talk about it and I'm silent. And all I'm doing is looking at it I'm trying to understand from a different perspective. For me, I'm not finna, because I don't want to do this.
Right.
I don't want to put myself in no situation where I gotta be trying to explain everything.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I try to do my best to make sure that there's not an open window for anybody.
As a married man, as a married couple, I think that you should never put yourself in a situation where another person feel like they can slide right on in. And
the thing about it is a lot, and women know what they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
They know they're gonna test the water to see if you're gonna drink it.
Sure.
Whether it be if it's an actionable thing, or I may flirt with you a little bit just to see how you're gonna respond to it. However, one thing that I do know is when I have that intuition, that gut feeling, and it don't feel right, it's something.
Yeah.
It's something. And the thing about it is I feel like some men dummy down what the woman is doing when we as women know what it is, what's being done.
And then he might look at it, or she might look at it, but we're gonna say he because of the conversation.
Right.
He might look at it as like, okay, I know that I ain't really just tripping on nothing. So but when I go back to it, it's a respect thing. So you gotta put yourself, if you with somebody,
because
you got to make sure that you're
street.
Showing that respect,
and you have to make sure that put yourself in the other person's shoes. How would you respond?
Yeah, because I wouldn't want no man calling my wife talking about, man, I'm finna come fix them pipes, and you
I see your tire. I see your car on flat. Let me go ahead. Let me come over there and put a spare tire on.
Keep bringing them out lemonade.
Man, come on. Like, I mean, let's just be real about it.
And you
in a skimpy dress.
And you standing in the window just looking.
Yeah, like that's not cool. Man. And it's not only is it disrespectful, but how do you think your spouse feel by seeing that?
Yeah.
Or your girlfriend? And she said, I don't know if they married or not, but she said that she said that her boyfriend, they've been dating for a while. And then she said, okay, so the last thing before we get into another topic, how do I address this without turning it into a you don't trust me moment? Because that is the first defensive mechanism. You got to trust me. I'm not going to do nothing. I don't want to do nothing. However, it's not even about trust. It's about the fact that I feel like it's disrespectful.
Again,
and if I have feelings about it being disrespectful, respect my feelings.
Yeah. Again, me, I ain't gonna put myself in that situation because the flesh is weak.
Yeah, and here's the thing: if you feel like you need to be stroked, tell me. Yeah. If you feel like you need to be stroked in an area that makes you feel good, that's a void that's coming from. But wait a minute, if it's a void coming from me, and you have expressed that that's what you want,
right?
Or express that's what you need, so that I can fulfill whatever that is. But if you just allowing women to just come out here and say they're gonna cook, and you say
tell me, you say tell me, I'm like I say, I'm trying to look at it from two perspectives. You say tell me, then I'm gonna say, why should I have to tell you? You should know. And then I get it. I can't read your mind. I get out of that. But some things if we've been together for a long time, there's some things you should just know as a woman because I'm your man. Mm-hmm. That's just some things you should just
I agree with
know.
That. I agree.
You should some things you should just know.
I agree.
You should know that, okay, every 3 days, I need to make sure he's straight.
Yeah.
You should know that, okay, this is his favorite drink.
Yeah.
You should know.
Yeah.
It's certain things you just should know. And I shouldn't have to remind you because we are together. And it's certain things that I should know.
So let me ask you this before we jump out, because we at 7:36.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. So do you agree, because I know this is something that's done, to have temp checks? Because, and the reason why I say that is because sometimes we can get complacent in a relationship when you've been in a relationship for a long time. Yeah. And although you may know your significant, you know your partner, sometimes you may, you know what, you used to do such and such and such and such. Now you don't do it no more. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. That really made me feel a certain type of way. Yeah. So I just believe in the communication of a temp check as well. Okay. Because sometimes you can get complacent in a relationship.
Just on the temp checks, you got to understand, and then go back to what we said again. Just because we having a temp check, that don't mean that it's an argument.
Right.
And I think that's where a lot of things go wrong. Right. When you do try to have those conversations, it becomes a blame game. Yeah. Because somebody feel like they're being blamed for something when it's just a conversation I'm bringing awareness.
Yeah, to something. To something. Yeah.
So something that I need I need to be aware of something that you need. Exactly. So temp checks is cool. Yeah. But temp checks, you have to go to that situation with an open ear, no judgment, and be ready
and be receptive
for what's coming.
And it has to be done in love too. It can't be done because you're upset about something. Like,
and speaking of that, I'm finna be married. I'll be married 28 years. I've been with my wife for 28 years. Come Saturday.
Wow.
28 years, and I say what I say from experience.
Yeah.
28 years is a long time. I've just really sat down and just thought about it. Like, I've been with my wife since I was 20 something.
Wow.
Like 20.
That's
20,
a blessing.
21, 20.
That's a blessing.
22, 23, somewhere like that. And we've been through a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? And the temp checks and all of that is cool.
Yeah.
But we have to understand that when we sit down, it's always a respect thing. Mm-hmm. It's always got to be respect, and it's got to be respect from both sides.
Yeah,
you understand?
I totally agree.
It's got to be,
and I mean, in order for it to survive and still have, one of the biggest things is you can't be disrespectful. That's, to me, that's a sign of disrespect all day long.
And then too, let me say this here. Let me see. I got to clear the air on some things.
Yeah.
Just because I disrespected you, don't mean that we have to end everything.
No,
I'm so what happens is tell me about it. Mm-hmm. Tell me about it. Tell me what I need to do to not. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, so listen. So first you just said I shouldn't have to tell you. Now you saying tell you.
I said on certain things.
Okay.
Certain things. Come on, let's get.
I know. Look, I'm just, how I'm gonna do.
It's certain things.
Yeah.
But I might not know that me coming in the house and throwing my tablet down. I'm just saying throwing my stuff down. That might be disrespectful to you. Mm-hmm. But for me, I might not think that that's just. So if you tell me that part, then I know the next time I come into the house, hey, watch how you move when you come in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. I mean, communication is key in everything. However, I'm gonna just keep it real 100 done, as you said. I'm not gonna tell you about being disrespectful when it comes to another woman. I'm not, because you should know, because you should put yourself in my shoes.
I don't think you should say that.
No, I'm not.
I don't think that you should say that, because I understand I get what you're saying.
I'm not doing
it. If we could sit down, this what shows growth in our marriage. This what shows growth in our relationship. If that's a tough conversation, so if we could sit down and have that tough conversation and get past that conversation, that means that we've grown in our situation, whatever that situation is.
I agree with that.
We've grown in our marriage, in our relationship. We can have those type of conversations, and I believe that God allows certain things to happen so you could test whether or not you can have those conversations.
Yeah.
Those are hard conversations.
I do believe in having conversations about, I do believe in the communication aspect.
Yeah.
In certain situations, as you said, how would you feel if the shoe was on the other foot? And you should think about those things before you respond, before you react when it comes to the opposite sex.
Right.
You should. And I'm a firm believer in this. I don't believe that it's not a trust factor, it's a respect factor.
Right.
And also, if it makes a person feel a certain type of way, then you should respect the way that person feel. Because at the end of the day, you both are supposed to respect the way that each other feel. If something was uncomfortable for my significant, my spouse, or whatever,
Right.
then I have to check the uncomfortable.
Right.
I have to check that, because this is where I am. This is what I want. So I shouldn't even feel a certain type of way.
Right.
And you should have that protected space for your significant to feel that way.
I just say this, then we can move forward. 28 years, I've disrespected. I've been disrespected. Let's keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? 28 years. But I've learned to not base everything on a person just making a mistake. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not finna end 28 years just because you know we did something disrespectful to each other. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it.
Right. I agree with that.
And if we're able to talk about it and get past it and get to another year, then I'd rather do that than to say, okay, you disrespected me, and that was the red flag, and that because guess what? It ain't gonna be the first, and it ain't gonna be the last. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I continue to keep doing what we talked about, if I continue to keep doing, then maybe we need to talk about something different. You know what I'm saying? But let's discuss different possibilities than discussing leaving.
It doesn't have to be a leave.
Because
I mean, but I will say this. I will say this though. That's the quick fix. The quick fix is I don't want to mentally have to deal with that no more, so I'm just gonna run from it. So I mean, I understand the communication aspect.
When you married, when you married, and guess what? I still could be married to you, and you not gonna take certain things. Those are called boundaries. And so when you set boundaries and you stick to those boundaries, then we move forward, and I understand the consequences of me disrespecting those boundaries. Now, if I'm going out and I'm making infidelity for me is like the biggest thing to leave. So if I'm going out and I'm putting myself in a situation where it's gonna make me cheat, I need to check myself. I need to
or lied about it. I mean, for me, I'm gonna accept what you tell me, and I'm gonna trust that what you're telling me is true. Now, however, if I find out that any part of this was a lie, that causes a wedge in our relationship, because now I can't trust, because my trust is going to be in you and what you say. But if I find out that you've been lying about whatever, especially if it's making me uncomfortable, and you've been lying about it to make me comfortable, when you know that it's that draws a wedge.
And I say this here, okay? So and I'm saying this to the person that wrote the letter. Check it. And leave it alone. Set your boundaries and leave it alone. And when you set your boundaries and pray about it, it'll work itself out to whatever it needs to be, whether it's separated, whether it's divorced, whether it's whatever, we not together. Just man, look, set your boundaries. And that's it. And don't worry about it. Okay, if you still want to continue to go, it's consequences to that.
For sure.
It's constant. I don't know what the consequences
it leads to things. It really does. I mean, I'm saying from experience.
It's consequences.
It leads from my own situation. It was a coworker. It was a coworker. And let me tell you, it was a coworker. Then it was a classmate. Then it was a colleague. Same person. Same person I felt a certain type of way about. It was a colleague. That colleague ended up having an emotional relationship that led to opening up legs.
And then
it happened.
And then let's say this here. Whatever happened, it happened, and it brought you to this point. This is why I say it'll work itself out, because undoubtedly that situation was not for you in that time. You understand what I'm saying? And so you moved on to do bigger and better things. More doors were open. More, you became Meka Diamond Inc. You became this. So it'll work itself.
I'm not upset about it.
No. I'm not saying you're upset. All I'm saying is in marriage, and this is 28 years. I know it's people been married longer. But in marriage, there's gonna be disrespectful moments. There's gonna be lies. It's gonna be all of what you think is not gonna be. It's gonna be. And you have to learn how to have those conversations and either get past it or do whatever it is. You're gonna go separate ways. and getting past it, because 9 times out of 10 you can get past it.
Yeah, I mean, you can. It definitely causes. It's a lot to get past when it comes to those things, and for each his own. If you can get past it, some people mentally they can't get past it,
and that's where you draw the line.
That's where you have to make your decisions. And some people are in a situation where I'm not even going to allow myself to go back to what I had or what I thought. In a new situation. Like when things like that happen and you already know that caused a wedge in your previous relationship or whatever the case may be, when you're in a new relationship and you see the pattern, then that's a red flag for you. And then you put a guard up because it's happened. So anyway.
I never, and we can move on. I never let my past relationship affect what I'm putting myself into now. I never did.
And it's easier said than done though. If you've been hurt, not saying that you're gonna make that person walk in the shoes of what happened, because you don't want to bring baggage. But if we could be real with ourselves, if you start seeing things that you've seen before, it's a trigger for you where you get scared. You know what I mean? And it's not intentional, but it's just those things. And so here's where the communication. Okay, let me sit down and talk to you about what some of my triggers are, because A, B, and C happen, and I don't want to have those triggers with you. However, I need to tell you how that makes me feel because I've seen it before. So that's just the communication and conversation. Because in some cases I may have treated or I've been treated their significant a certain type of way, and when you come over here, no, those same rules and regulations are not going to apply. You know, you're not going to say those things to me. So and you don't intentionally do it, but sometimes it does happen. So we just spent all day talking about this letter.
But I think that this here is good to talk about. Because of the simple fact that you have so many people that's going through issues with in relationships, whether it be business relationships, whether it be marriage relationships, whether it be boyfriend and girlfriend relationships. And I think that I think today was a day, because when I got up this morning, I prayed and I just said, I hope that we go on and are able to be a blessing to somebody that's going through something. You understand what I'm saying? And maybe it's somebody on here that's going through something, and you need to understand that when you're going through, when you're married, you're gonna go through lies. You're gonna go through ups. That all of that comes with marriage. And I think a lot of people get married to say, I don't want to go through that no more. But that's when you really start going through it. But the key thing is sitting down and saying,
going through it.
That's the key.
And the communication. I think even and when she said, how does she have the conversation without it being a non-trust factor? Because oftentimes when you have, or sometimes when you have conversations, it's all automatically a defense mechanism that goes into a whole nother thing than what we actually are communicating about. And I think that sometimes, and it could be for men as well, you don't know how to approach a conversation because you're worried about how the person is going to respond to it. And I think that it's all in the approach. But I agree with you saying that you got to have that conversation because internally you're dealing with something.
52 years, and I'm just now learning how to be alone.
Wow.
52 years.
Wow.
I'm just now learning to respect my own alone time.
Got it.
You understand what I'm saying? And I'm thinking that because I'm married, my wife should just be there. You understand what I'm saying? Be there. And I'm so used to her being there. And now that she want to, go spend some time. So I have to learn how to set my boundaries. She set her boundaries and respect those boundaries and learn how to. And I'm saying this to say, in marriage, again, there's going to be ups, downs. All lies, it might be even cheating. And some people can't deal with that. But if you can get through it, get through it. You know what I'm saying? Because people make mistakes. And I'm not justifying none of it. but people make mistakes, and then you got to check yourself,
right,
and where you play the part.
Right. Well, that's one of the things too, that even though it was over, I grew a lot. Because I got married to my high school sweetheart. So we went through all of those different things. And so we had to kind of navigate through stuff, because we were one of the couples where we'll go on in the house, stay in the house. You don't talk to nobody on the outside. So we just trying to figure it out, And I do believe that some of the things, and I can be honest and hold myself accountable in saying that some things was caused by me, some things was caused by him. Like neither one of us. Would I say would things have changed between now that I'm mature? No, because I think that we were in a space. It was what it was in that season, right? It was some growing that I had to do. And this goes with business relationships too. Like you're still gonna have to, with your business partner, you're still gonna have to have certain hard conversations. You're still gonna have to go in love and discuss those things.
And see, the thing about it is God allowed you to go through that to prepare you for whatever is next. You know what I'm saying? So now that you learn from that, you'll be able to go into whatever other. If you get married again, you will be able to go into that and know how to have those conversations that you couldn't have back then. Your high school sweetheart, of course, y'all young. Both of y'all gonna make mistakes. You understand what I'm saying? Both, it's no doubt. Both of y'all he's still trying to sow his oats. You still trying to figure, you trying to learn how to be a wife. You know what I'm saying? So it's things that, and then he not understanding that you learning how to be a wife. You not understanding that he needs sex probably every day. As a young man.
And not knowing how to express those things.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And so, and then, you might be not telling him, as a young man, man, I like the way you look, but and he getting it from the outside. So it creates it. So it, like I said, all of this relationships just is ebbs and flows. And I'm talking about any relationship. It's ebbs and flows. One day you might not like a person. That don't mean you have to stop doing business with them. Just that day, just get through that day. You understand what I'm saying? You might be married. You might not like this person. You might not like your spouse today. But just get through the day and get to tomorrow. You understand?
I got
man, I'm telling you, 10 years. 10 years. My wife probably, in the last 10 years, we probably just been like, I don't like you. 10 years. But
that's real, though.
But guess what? I'm learning today that my love for you is growing. You understand what I'm saying? Because guess what? I know that I can be around you, dislike you, and still love you.
That's good. That's good.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not that I dislike you, because I'm gonna always love you. It's just I dislike some of the situations and vice versa. It's not just me. It's just and hopefully I'm saying this because somebody needed to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, shout out to the Morning Tea. The email. Hopefully you will be able to go and share or have a conversation to say
have that conversation.
To give feedback. I don't know if they've had the conversation before or whatever. I don't know if it's been brought up before, but hopefully she'll be able to do that. And my morning tea topic was, since we was gonna have Rick on. No, that's okay. That's all right.
I thought that was
no, but that was just the morning tea letter that we kept going in on. But that's okay, because we can save this one. I thought Rick was gonna be on. So the topic was the things that women miss from a man.
Okay, so let's do that.
And then what is the part about relationships that men want us to understand that we miss?
So we're gonna need the ladies to chime in.
Yeah, that's that. I'm giving you your day, since the ladies always have a day. I'm giving a day for the men to talk to us on Wednesday. So that was the conversation today, because I thought Rick was gonna be here to have two different perspectives from men. But today's conversation was good. So I hope that it was, as you said, you prayed that it was gonna bless somebody. I don't know what the situation, maybe the morning tea person is gonna bless you. So nice said to have the conversation, to express how you feel, the communication when it comes to that situation.
And set the boundaries and be done.
And set the boundaries.
And let it run its course.
Set the boundaries. So shout out to everybody who's been rocking with us. We see y'all commenting on our social media platforms. We appreciate you. Make sure that you share the information, share the live to anybody, tag somebody to catch the replay to watch this Morning Tea radio show topic on today from the Morning Tea. That wasn't even the Morning Tea topic, but it was the Morning Tea letter.
Let me say this here.
Go ahead.
Baby, I like you. I like you.
You like shout out to B. Shout out to B.
I like you.
Y'all, what, 29 years this
28.
weekend, 28 years.
Yeah, 28
this
on
Saturday.
Yeah.
28 years.
Yeah,
So congratulations to y'all. Happy
yeah.
anniversary. Hey, mama. My
Yeah.
mama on. Y'all, shout out to my mama
Come
who
on,
is
Ms.
on.
Morris.
Mama said, good show. Good show today. Shout out to you. I love you. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. She gonna rock with the morning tea.
Yeah, for
she
sure.
Gonna rock with. She been rocking for 7-8 years now.
For
So
sure.
she rocking with us. All right, y'all. We got some upcoming events that we're gonna talk about. We got Angel Surviving Cancer Bowling that's taking place on this Sunday. It's for fundraising for scholarships for seniors mothers who have succumbed breast cancer. So if you guys aren't busy on Sunday, we will be at Emerald Bowl from 2 to 5. That's on Boone Road. It's $40 to play 2 games, and that comes with your shoes as well. So if you are interested, let me know. I'll go ahead and post a link in the chat a little later on today so that you can register. We do have some time for you to register if you'd like to come and support Angel Surviving Cancer, their scholarship fundraiser. Also, April 27th, myself, Miss Bold and Beautiful 2024, Bald and Beautiful 2024, my best friend Candy Green, as well as Tiffany Oh So Simple. We are doing Boots, Business, and Brunch.
Come on.
At, where are we doing it at, Nice?
I'm not for sure.
April 27th at the Rustic. That's what we're doing, the Rustic Galleria. And that's going to be an amazing experience. Shout out to all of the vendors. I'll be shouting out the vendors all week. We have a deal going on right now up until 1 o'clock today. So if you got a business bestie, a partner, $54.99 will get you your ticket, your brunch entry into the swag bags, as well as a directory listing in the Business Bestie Collective magazine, volume 2, that's coming out on July the 1st.
Right.
So y'all make sure that y'all go ahead and grab it. It's only until 1 p.m. today. Also, I'll be doing some shout outs on the show just to let people know about the event, about your business or whatever, because we want to make sure that we have a turnout that's absolutely amazing. We got the dance partner that's coming again for us to learn another dance. But most importantly, we're going to network. We're going to empower. And we're also going to give some business tips. So y'all make sure that you go to my website, www.mekadiamondinc.com. Grab it today by 1 o'clock, because guess what? After 1, it goes back to regular price of $79.99. So y'all make sure that y'all go ahead and grab it. Nice. What's up? Some people say they need some more shirts.
Yeah. If you want to get the, I got the True shirts. I didn't run a commercial, but I got the True shirts. It's True. God loves me now forever. If you want to get one of those, I'm putting this Cash App in now. If you want to get a shirt, you Cash App in. If you want to get a GMT, a 90.3 GMT radio shirt, just to support the Morning T radio show, I just put it in there. You can Cash App. Once you Cash App, I'll get the shirts made, and
What's
then
the price?
They $20.
$20.
Yeah, $20. I didn't put the price on there, but yeah, the shirts are $20. So if you want to get a shirt, T, if you want to get a shirt, I'll give you a call once we get off air, and we get you some more shirts. If you want to do a podcast radio show, a morning radio show, I want to get some men to come on here and do like a men's podcast. I really would love that. Get some more women to come on here and do like a ladies podcast, something different from what we doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we gonna bring the tea.
Yeah.
You
we
know
bring in the morning tea. We waking you up with some good.
Yeah. And so if you want to do a podcast, I put my number in the comments also, and you can reach out to me, and you can reach out to Meka also, and we'll get you started. We'll get you started with a podcast show.
You gotta keep putting your number in there.
I just want to make sure I'm giving out the right information. The number is 832-372-6874. You can call me, and I definitely get you set up with a podcast show. It could be a different set or whatever. So yeah, that's basically what it is.
All right, y'all. Well, it's been an amazing day today. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us on today. Make sure that y'all again share the live, invite some folks, comment, catch the replay. If you missed part of the show, come back and make sure that you see the rest of it, all of it, because it's been good. Definitely want to give a shout out to Sylvester Turner, who is our congressman who passed on last week. Also, my sister, my friend, Linda Freeman, who passed away on yesterday. If you don't know, she is an absolutely amazing vessel, a true woman of God, and she was a light. She was a light in this world. So if y'all make sure that y'all pray for her family. Shout out to Sylvester and his family as well. Funeral arrangements are Saturday. I got the inside scoop. If you are going, the color will be blue. So make sure that you represent. I will not be there. I just want to remember him from the last when I saw him about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I'm gonna leave that where it is. I know our relationship. I know what he's done, and it's just too much for me. So y'all make sure that y'all come out Sunday. If you want to bowl or if you just want to come give a donations, I will be there from 2 to 5. Emerald Bowl with Angels Surviving Cancer. Again, have an amazing day. Have an amazing week. We'll see you next week. Same place, same time, same location, right here on the Morning Tea Radio Show, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Also, if you want a commercial to play on the Morning Tea, if you want to be a guest, reach out to myself, reach out to Nice, because we do have some dates available in April that we are able to put you on. So y'all make sure that y'all reach out to us. Have an amazing day, week. We'll see y'all next week on the Morning Tea Radio Show, Wednesday at 8 o'clock.
Already. And again, when you order those shirts, when you get those shirts, the information is in it's on the Morning Tea comments. So just go through the comments. You can you can get your order. Just make sure you put the size that you need. The shirts now are going to be either the GMT shirts are going to be black and white, and the true shirts are going to be black and gold. Right. So we just need the size. All right. Appreciate it.
All right, y'all. Have a great week.